Hi, I am Lamia Amsadek with Witham Smith and Brown. I am a modern workplace specialist that focuses on people. My passion is around adoption and change management, and I am here today to introduce you to some key announcements from Microsoft Ignite 2021 and really to share some thoughts on how you could potentially shape some of these announcements into your organizational adoption journey. So let's start with a very simple one that I'm very excited about, and it's a campaign called hashtag People First. Now, this campaign isn't new, but it is expanded from a previous campaign that Microsoft has put out called hashtag Humans First. So, really, this campaign continues to expand across Microsoft's concept of putting people at the center of all of their technology decisions and advancements. And this campaign actually aligns with Microsoft's corporate vision, which is to help people and businesses throughout the world realize their full potential. So, this same idea of hashtag people first can easily apply to your Microsoft implementation. Now, Microsoft kind of rebranded this campaign to make it people centric. So, you in turn can think about how are you framing Microsoft to your staff, whether it's a new implementation or existing implementation. How are you framing it with your communication? Are you introducing it as another tool or an investment into your people and your work culture? Really, Microsoft is a mindset shift in your organization. So you must really keep people at the forefront and implement your internal communication campaigns around people. So, a simple approach you can start with is sit down with some key stakeholders or your project sponsor and come up with a very simple vision for your Microsoft rollout and use hashtag people first as your driver. Now, these conversations, when coming up with a vision, will lend hand with everything else that will come with your project, such as your goals and your communication campaigns. And do you have the right people, the right resources? Do you have the right messaging, etc.? So, really use this hashtag people first as your inspiration and as your driver for your Microsoft vision and your Microsoft rollout. So, hashtag People First campaign is the first announcement that I wanted to highlight today. The second is another great announcement from Microsoft around Microsoft Power Platform adoption. Now, Microsoft has invested heavily into adoption.microsoft.com. Now it's integrated the Power Platform into adoption.microsoft.com, and it includes great activities that you can use in your organization, such as an adoption workbook, adoption best practices, and adoption maturity model. So you can start your adoption journey with a Power Platform using these resources. Let's say your organization is new to the Power Platform, you can start fresh and plan appropriately. Uh, Also, Microsoft actually includes a start to finish, step by step adoption journey guide from getting started from the very beginning to securing your environment. So, if you're not new to the Power Platform, you can still use these resources to identify gaps in which maybe you have missed opportunities. So it's never too late to work on your adoption journey. So take a look at the Power Platform adoption. If not, then you can look at all of the other amazing resources on adoption.microsoft.com. Microsoft is churning away and adding more resources on there. So it's a great place for any user, whether it's a power user, business user, admin, can go in there and take a look and download and read some resources. Now, speaking of resources, the third announcement, and there's a couple of announcements within resources, are so the first, Microsoft actually launched a new Microsoft Adoption Twitter account where you can follow and read updates. You can also ask questions. The second resource is a new Microsoft feedback portal for Microsoft Teams. And the third is a Microsoft Tech Community, Microsoft Editions um, Community Live area. So let's say if you have champions or business stakeholders that are involved with your Microsoft projects, share these adoption resources. It's there to build and nourish your internal community by sharing these resources. So this is an opportunity to generate excitement, get staff engaged, and likely to share internally. So for example, champions and power users often have ideas for Microsoft Teams. And this is, for example, the Microsoft Feedback Portal for Microsoft Teams. This is a great way to encourage them to submit ideas or review other people's ideas outside of your organization in the portal. So, really, Microsoft cares about people's experiences and perspectives. So, you can also integrate these or add these resources. Let's say if you have a Microsoft Teams community wiki or a challenge for your channel for your community, so you can update those resources, align them to your champions program, and share out with a larger audience here. The fourth and final update that I want to share today is the Microsoft 365 administration and management. So, one of the great things that Microsoft introduced to really help small businesses, but larger businesses as well, is a simplified view of the Administration Center homepage. For example, it includes top actions that you need to take. Simplified view of user management, subscription management, learning that also integrates with Microsoft Teams. Yes, that's right. Admins can also do their work front and center in Microsoft Teams, just like everybody else, right? So that's really exciting. Everything is uh, uh, all in one place in Microsoft Teams as well from the administration perspective. Quick and easy user management, subscription management, top actions. So it's important to give your admins leverage because guess what? Admins can help. They are the ones helping churn the machine in the background, and they can have impact into your staff experience. So Microsoft recognized that smaller organizations really needed the help. Maybe they have less resources, less time to fiddle around, and clicking on so many different areas. So even introducing this new learning perspective where admins can find easy tips and videos to learn more about the administration experience, it really creates a nicely rounded experience for admins, as well as for administrators to and for the organization to be able to give feedback back to Microsoft. So it's a great way to get the job done with the right information and quickly. So these are the four announcements, top announcements that I wanted to share in terms of adoption at Microsoft Ignite 2021. Thank you for listening into this announcement and look forward to more adoption news.